Hello and welcome back to another Midwest EV video. I am here in my 2019 Chevy Bolt EV LT. It's just Riley and I today, which is a little different. Arai, you can see, is still in his parking space, but we actually both are heading different places for the 4th of July holiday here in the United States. I'm going to be going to rural Wisconsin and he's going to be going to the Northwoods in Wisconsin. So we decided to do some sort of fun little mini road trip, more of a day in the life kind of thing. I'm going to be going for one night and I'll turn you around here. I'm leaving Milwaukee with 100% state of charge. It's predicting 251 miles on my gasometer. I did reset the trip. So that is the nice thing with the Bolt. It's a very simple touch of the button here on the steering wheel. So you can see my average efficiency is 3.9 miles per kilowatt hour, and I love it. Before I reset it, I did have 4.5 miles per kilowatt hour, and the big reason I get such high efficiency, let me turn you back, is because my commute is only 12 miles and it's all 55 mile per hour highway. So it's really easy to just zip right on down there. I only lose a few miles. I typically don't hit the full 11 to 12 miles on my range. But we're just gonna see what the charging infrastructure is like up in Beaver Dam, Wisconsin. We do know there's one fast charger. You've probably seen it a few times on our channel when we have driven up to Beaver Dam. A big part of those, though, have been during the cold weather, and so we are leaving here at, I believe my car says 77 degrees, but before we left, Google said like 84. It's a hot one. Also, sorry, I just laughed because Arai is also recording. He looked over. I don't think he'll catch me recording though. If you're not already, be sure you are subscribed to the channel. We love growing and we have some really fun, exciting videos coming super quickly to the channel. We really are pumping out content now that we both have electric vehicles. We just want to teach everyone. We're doing a couple of tabling events here in Wisconsin, so be sure you are also following along on all of our social media to find out where we're going to be, what cars we'll have, and maybe you'll see some new cars on the channel soon. You never know. But let's get going with our little mini road trip. Beaver Dam is about 70, I think it's 80 miles away. So we should have, technically, if this stays correctly, which it won't, the goal will be to get there with 150 miles. I think that would be a safe bet because we are going to be traveling on the highway. I'm probably going to be driving in the D mode here. So if you see, I don't necessarily have different I don't necessarily have different driving modes. I do have a sport mode here. That's about it though. But when you pull back twice on the gear shifter here, it does go into L mode, which is the regenerative braking, and it shows up in the bottom down here. But that's not really the best way to drive on the highway. I'm not sure. I haven't really figured it out. Now let's get going. I've blabbered on enough. Alright, so I just pulled into my parents' house. I'll turn you around here and show you. So we did end up with 154 miles left on the gasometer. Distance of 71.8 miles to get here and an average of 3.5 miles per kilowatt hour. I will probably just plug in to trickle charge. I pulled up nice and close to the garage, so my charging cable that came with the car should work pretty well. So I will show you guys that setup when we get to it, but I'm gonna unpack, see everyone. I'm not worried about being able to get back to Milwaukee tomorrow, but it'll be good. All right, this is the official introduction of Nicholas and Allison. Hi. These are my siblings. We just pulled up in the Bolt EV to a nice charge point here. So as you can see, this is very conveniently located downtown Waupun. Is that where you say we are?
Yeah, we're on the 400 block.
400 block of downtown Waupun. Last charge, at least that's on PlugShare, was later in 2022. So I'm not sure who's all been here, but let us see. The price, it's 90 cents an hour, not bad. While charging, it's $1 an hour. Oh, wait. I'll just turn you around. Can you see it? There we go. Energy rate, 90 cents an hour, but then there's a time rate. So I guess we'll see what happens. So I'm going to plug in. I probably should have parked far. Thank you. I probably should have parked forward, but it looks like. Nick, do you want to grab a handle?
You can pull this forward and back it into this slot.
Can you grab a handle? I think it reaches.
This one?
Let's see. We'll have Nick plug in first. Just grab one. Yeah, so it's in the front here. Arise, if you remember, is in the back. You gotta click the button.
That's what I'm doing.
And pull it out. Oh, don't. Okay, let me pause the video and activate it first.
No.
All right, so I went into the ChargePoint app and activated it so Nick could remove it. You're on this side, bud.
Oh, sweet Moses.
This side. No, this side.
My bad.
So it should, yeah, it's one of those stretch cables. You're good. Go ahead and pull it in. So I currently have 152 miles on my gasometer. Yeah, it just fits right in. There you go. Now we can see, and we're charging. So we're good to go. We're gonna go walk to dinner.
That's right.
And we'll see what I get back. Let's see, does it say? Oh, 7 kilowatts. That's not bad at all. I'll pay for that. Because I don't pay for it at home.
That's right.
Okay, we'll see you in a few hours. Alright, so just walked back up to the car, realized I didn't actually close my charging port. Let's do that. Show you over here, there's a little summary of the total. $1.37. We're here for an hour and 31 minutes. And it tells me, oh, it just had it. I think I got like 12 kilowatts. I don't know. Nick, let's get in the car and see what the range is at. Allie has decided to go with my parents, and look at that, we got 191 miles, so that added 40 miles of charge. So we will be good to go back to Milwaukee tomorrow.
Woo! Let's go!
Alright, so we are getting ready to leave here and head back home. So we have 187 miles on the gasometer. Right now the entire trip has been 75.7 miles, so that should probably double by the time I get back to Milwaukee. And it's an average of 3.4 miles per kilowatt hour. I can't remember if I mentioned it or not, but I was in L mode on cruise control while on the highway, and so I think that really helped my efficiency. But we'll see if it's like that still or not. But yeah, we're just gonna head back. It's about an hour and a half drive. Not too worried about it. It's really nice weather right now, so it should be a nice, easy ride. All right, so Riley and I are officially back in Milwaukee. The overall stats of this trip, there was 150 miles that was driven in total, and an average of 3.5 miles per kilowatt hour. I ended with 109 miles on my gasometer. So I really would have been okay to just drive home to Milwaukee from Beaver Dam. I would have been fine to drive there and back on my full 100% state of charge. The one thing that is different with at least my Bolt than the ID4 especially is that I don't have a way to find the actual percent between 0 to 100% of what my battery is at. If you remember, the ID4 has it right next to the gasometer on the bottom of the screen. I have to go into the My Chevrolet app, and I have problems with it updating all the time. I have heard that that's a problem for a lot of people who also have the My Chevrolet app. So if it is, definitely let us know down below because I am getting annoyed by it. But it's weird for me to like gauge how much I'm actually using because I can't use that percentage scale. Anyway, thanks so much for coming just to follow along on this little mini journey. I appreciate you all if you're still here at the end of this video, and definitely subscribe if you're not already. We have lots of great content coming up real soon. Thanks again, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye guys.